welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching. Today's video is going to be on this blue eyeshadow look. This is super fun for the summer. I'm living for it. So if you're interested in seeing how I got this look, then please keep watching. So the first thing we're going to be doing is prepping our eyelids. Today I'm going to be using the MAC Cosmetics Painterly Paint Pot. This is going to ensure that our eyeshadow stays all day long. So we're just going to apply this to the lid all the way up to the brow bone. Next thing we're going to be doing is setting the crease of our eyelids. I personally love this step because it makes your transition color just to go on so smooth, blend out perfectly, and that really brings the whole eye look together. So I'm just going to be setting it with the Ben Nye Natural Set Colorless Powder. I mean, honestly, you can use any type of setting powder that you want. This is just personally the one I use. So you really only just need a little amount. And I'm just going to be setting from the crease to the brow bone. Next, we're going to be going in with our transition colors. Today I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Renaissance palette. I'm going to be using the color Raw Sienna just in the crease of my eyes. And just using windshield wiper motions, we're just going to work that into the crease. You really want to make sure that just everything blends out beautifully. I personally blend till I can't blend no more. So I'm going to be here windshield wipering it for a moment. Transition colors are super important only because you don't want to see one color to the next or just one color and one color. You want to make sure everything blends together seamlessly. So this is a super important step. So you really want to make sure everything just blends out beautifully and it's to your liking. I'm sorry that this palette is so like crazy looking. You could really tell I like it when it looks this crazy. Next, taking a little bit of Cypress Umber, I'm gonna deepen up that transition color. I am using literally the smallest amount. I just want to blend to make it a little bit darker. Little bit darker. These eyeshadows are so pigmented. I swear, if you fully dip your brush, you're like, whoo! Windshield wiper motions all around the eye. Next, going into the Katy Kat palette in Cool Cat, we're going to be using this beautiful blue right here. We're going to be putting this all over the eyelids. I'm so excited. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. I've used this color before and it's just gives me life. I'm going to spray a little bit of Max Fix Plus. I personally love doing this with eyeshadows only because it prevents fallout. This is a pretty good eyeshadow anyway. It's not going to really give you too much fallout, but because it's blue, I am just going to make sure that nothing comes off of the lid. Just going to apply this all over. Like, yes. Yes, CoverGirl. This is phenomenal. I love this shade. So now that the eyes are finished, we're going to be going in with lashes. I'm using my favorite. I got a whole fresh packet. They're the Ardell Glamour lashes. Your girl's obsessed with these. I just live for Ardell Glamours. They just give you the perfect amount of oomph to your life. You know, I don't like the natural lashes. I like everything, you know, glamorous and big and wonderful. So these bad boys just do the job. So we're going to be applying these. Now that our lashes are on, I'm going to be going in with the MAC False Lashes Mascara and just doing the root of my lashes because they are blonde. So I'm just going to be blending those in with my falsies. Please excuse the ridiculous faces I make while doing mascara. Okay, so if you know me in person or you follow me on Instagram, you know that I don't tan, I do model, and I'm very like cautious about my skin and just making sure I'm not really baking myself out in the sun. I'm very much a fan of my Casper white skin, so I'm trying to keep it as natural as possible. However, I do tan in the summertime. I use a self tanner, so I did self tan last night. I don't even know if you could tell. I'm only using natural lighting today, so I feel like you can tell like a little bit. Like I don't self tan my face obviously, but like my chest looks darker. So I did self tan last night and I did use Loving Tan. I will link it down below. It's the best self tanner ever. So I'm going to be using a darker foundation today. So today I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Glow Pro in shade 207, which is Sand Beige. So we're just going to be applying this bad boy. It's so weird seeing like my natural skin color and then putting like a darker foundation on it. I haven't done this in probably 2 summers. Like the summer of 16, I was self-tanning a lot. If you do self-tan, make sure you always do your ears. I mean, geez Louise, look at how white my little ears are. Gotta make sure we fill those bad boys in. And your neck. Neck is so important. Whew. Can't stress it enough. Blend, 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 blend. Okay, so now we're going to conceal using my Ride or Die Tape Shape Concealer. This is in the shade Fair. If you haven't tried this concealer, you need it in your life. It's phenomenal. It's basically a miracle in a bottle. So we're going to be concealing the center of my forehead, underneath my eyes, my chin a little bit, and the bridge of my nose. We're going to be blending that out with an Ecos Tool Beauty Sponge. My under eyes are going to be so bright. It's so important to set your under eye concealer once you're done blending it out. You want to just make sure you set that with a powder. Today I'm going to be using the Benyai Colorless Setting Powder. Keeping it real with you guys, I put my setting powder on a Pyrex storage lid. This is just how I roll here in Chicago. So I like to bake the underneath of my eyes. What this means is basically you're placing this setting powder underneath your eyes and then you're just letting it sit for a couple minutes and then you're going to wipe it away. This is really good for the summertime, especially because like tonight I'm going to sit on a patio. So, I mean, it's hot, it's humid, you don't want any of your makeup moving. It's just the best method that really works. So it's my go-to. I mean, I bake even in the winter, let's be real. But in the summer, this is key to my beauty routine. Throw me in the oven and let me cook for a couple minutes here. While I have myself baking, I'm also going to set the rest of my face with the Maybelline Fit Me powder. Lightly, I'm just dusting the rest of my face. Okay, so we're just going to wipe the bake away. I always blend it down. To contour today, I'm going to be using Benefit's Hoola. I'm sorry that it's so little. My big Hoola winded up cracking and it's in like 5 million pieces right now. So I whipped out my mini. So we're going to be using this to contour our cheekbones, our forehead, and our nose. Okay, so I did just go in and do my eyebrows off camera. I think I'm going to do an updated eyebrow routine. I did one maybe, oh god, I don't even know how long ago it was, but I do not do the same routine in the last couple months that I did that video. I think it might have been maybe like 7 or 8 months ago. I don't even know, but it's on my channel somewhere. So I might do an updated eyebrow routine. If that's something you want to see, give this video a thumbs up. I did use the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer and I'm obsessed with this. For blush today, we're going to be using Tarte Cosmetics Feisty. My favorite part, highlighting. We're going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit, and we're going to be using, what color do we want to use? Let's use a mix of bubbly and dripping in gold. I always spray a little MAC Fix Plus on my highlighting brush because it really deepens that glow. It really just makes it pop, so you will find out right now. Let's do a little bit of these. Highlight them cheekbones, girl. Is it just me, or does anybody else just like love dipping themselves in highlighter? I just love dipping myself in highlighter. It's my favorite part of my day. Okay, next we're going to finish off Dee's eyes, and we're going to smoke out the bottom lash line, going with the same color as before, Raw Sienna, and a small little definer brush. We are just going to smoke that out underneath, keeping it really close to the lash line. Using Cypress Umber, we're just going to do the outer corners of the lower lash line. Smoke that out a little bit. Give it a little more definition. Going back into the Katy Kat palette, I'm going to highlight my inner corners with this beautiful shade right here. It's like a metallic silver. It's just so pretty. Okay, next thing's next. You could probably not even see it. It's the MAC Cosmetics lip liner in Whirl. This is like my go-to lip liner. I use it for every color. I'm not even exaggerating. It's my baby, and that's why it's withered down to almost nothing. So, oh god. So we're just gonna be lining our lips. For lippy today, we're gonna be using the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink, and this is in the color Seductress. To set this entire look, I'm gonna be using the Makeup Forever Mix and Fix 2 setting spray. I'm just going to mist this everywhere. Just drown myself in it. So this is the final result of this look. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button down below. And until next time, I will see you guys soon.